Hello, I'm Jeff Johnston, and welcome to Living Undeterred. Many of us have an important story to tell. The last 4 years of my life, I have encountered much, so much, that it has completely changed me to my core and has made me the person I am today. Although it's been over 4 years since Seth died, I'm still in pain, hurting, and grieving. I'm slightly angry and frustrated. Sometimes I'm scared, and I'm often on my own, but never alone. I was an alcoholic. I was a compulsive gambler. I have ADD, and I'm restless often. I'm a relatively new member of an unfortunate club, one I did not ask to join, and one I cannot quit. A parent of a deceased child from a heroin overdose. I am a statistic of divorce after a great 20-year marriage. Yet at 54 years young, I am the most fortunate person I know. How can this possibly be? I have been afforded plenty of opportunities to become depressed, negative, spiteful, and to claim to be a victim. A victim of what? Life? I am no victim. A survivor perhaps, but certainly not a victim. I enjoy writing. It's become therapy for me. So I'm attempting the next best thing, a blog. This isn't a diary of weekly ups and downs. There are plenty of those. Rather, it's an opportunity to further expand and expound on some of the discoveries I've stumbled across in writing my book. At times, I have found myself in a fetal position, laid out on the ground, unable to cry, soon realizing I had no more tears left to shed. Often I felt invincible, almost bulletproof, yet I am so swiftly reminded how deep the pain goes when I see pictures of Seth. I cannot articulate in words how much I miss him. I am no less of a dad now since he is gone. Quite the contrary. I'm calling my blog Living Undeterred, a word I emphasize throughout my new book, This One's For You, an inspirational journey through addiction, death, and meaning. My story isn't more tragic than most, it's just different. I am not a life coach, nor do I profess to have all the answers, quite the opposite. By allowing myself to become vulnerable and sharing my story with others, I was able to gain valuable insight into trauma, addiction, and death. 150,000 Americans die each year from alcoholism, suicide, and overdose, and the numbers are growing. My book allowed me to slowly crack open the doors and peek into a realm of new awareness, constant learning, and to challenge conventional beliefs on addiction, death, and meaning. Am I an addict? Absolutely. I am addicted to the truth, honesty, personal growth, new relationships, and of course, my health. You are not alone unless you choose to be. I am super excited about this journey I am on, and I ask you to join me. Wherever you are in your life, no matter how strong you think you are, you're always susceptible to getting pulled into the abyss. Maybe you just crawled out and your feet are dangling back over the edge of that dark pit, a helpless feeling for sure. I have been there. The good news is there is always hope. A lifeline is being tossed down to you. I encourage you to grab it and pull yourself up and then throw it back down for someone else. Ask for help. Ask to be vulnerable. Help others. Help yourself. Together, we are stronger. Build an impenetrable barrier around you. Become undeterred. A note of caution before you enter. My writings are designed to accomplish two objectives: to provide therapy for me in expressing my thoughts outwards, and to allow those interested to follow along beside me as I continue my discovery process of what it means to be human. If life's experiences makes one an expert, then I guess I may qualify. Keep in mind, though, as American journalist Hunter S. Thompson said, "For to give advice to a man who asks what to do with his life implies something very close to egomania." Setting my ego aside, I am hopeful this project will assist or guide others who have experienced trauma, addiction, substance abuse, and other challenges of life. I have no desire to tell you how to live your life. However, I am hopeful that in knowing how I choose to live mine can guide you in some way. I am not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. Please note I am simply sharing methods, strategies, and ideologies that have helped me deal with my personal pain and suffering with the hope they can provide value to your life. I am not conventional in many of my ways of thinking and at times may provoke anger and confusion. I finally decided I can write to appease others and tell people what they want to hear, or I can write from honesty, passion, and awareness from my perspective. The choice was easy. I may cover topics that have the potential to trigger some of you. In no way is this intentional. Yet at the same time, it's more than likely going to be unavoidable if I want to accomplish my goal. What is my goal, you may ask? My goal is simple. I want to help as many people that I can in sharing my story, which eventually helps me. Finding meaning in my life will be accomplished by helping others find theirs. I'm honored you have taken the time to join me in this fight. Together, we can make extraordinary differences in the lives of others. I remain undeterred. P.S. Stay tuned as I plan on sharing information on another exciting project I'll be rolling out in January 2020. Live undeterred.